Colton, if I could ask a non-hardcore hockey question, just what does it feel like to be so young at 28 and to be given a contract like this, knowing you have financial security for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been an exciting week for sure. I think just moving forward, I think hopefully my career is still young, and I'm looking forward to obviously continue my career and playing a long time. So it's on me now to make sure that I just continue to come to the rink each day, prepare myself properly, and make sure that I can play a long time. I look forward to it. All signs are pointing in the right direction, so I'm definitely excited for that.
And knowing your love of auto racing, will some of this money be used in the auto racing world one day?
I'm not too sure exactly. I don't know. I haven't really got that far. It's been a pretty crazy couple of days, and I'm just mainly reflecting with my family right now, and just haven't been talking to them a lot. So we're all pretty excited as a family, and I'm obviously excited as an individual too. So just looking forward to it.
And on the ice, what's the thing that you're going to have to do to get to that elite level? You're obviously a really good player in the league. What do you want to do to become an elite NHL defenseman?
Yeah, I think it's just the small things. I mean, obviously it's there's a lot of different things you can look at, but just want to be a dynamic player that can help the team in all situations, whether it be special teams, power play, or penalty kill, and also 5-on-5. And obviously I want to continue being a good shutdown player, but if I can add just a little bit more offense, I think that'll be huge. So I really like the decor that we have and that we're building. It's exciting, good group of guys, and it's exciting. Like I said, looking forward.
Colton, some of these defensive contracts this year, $9 million plus, perhaps you could have gotten that if you would have went to free agency. As you guys negotiated, why did you believe that this was the best contract for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, those are different contracts than what I'm kind of not what I'm looking for. I guess I don't really know what the word would be, but I don't know. It's easy to compare contracts like that and say this and that, but obviously this is where I wanted to be, is in St. Louis. And I don't know. I just thought it was a good deal, I guess, for both sides. And the biggest thing, like I said, was to stay here in St. Louis, and I've always enjoyed it here, and that was the main focus.
Colton, you were drafted here, and you've spent your entire career here, and now this contract is going to take you until you're 37. You don't know what's going to happen then, but was there any thought behind that you could possibly play your entire career with the team that drafted you?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's special. That's really cool. And obviously, first year in the NHL draft, I didn't get drafted, and going into the second year, obviously they took a chance on me, and so it's pretty cool to obviously be with that team that still took that chance with me. And I'm looking forward to continuing this career here in St. Louis. And obviously, not often that player gets the opportunity to do that. So, everything's looking like that in the right direction. So hopefully everything goes well and we continue to be good and successful and competitive team, and I can spend all my years here in St. Louis.
Colton, how's your back?
It's been really good. Skating daily now. It was nice to have a little time off, a little bit of treatment for it and everything, and back ready to run. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to getting this year going. Obviously, last year was a little different for me personally. Didn't really have much injury, I guess, issues before that season. So just a little different for me to learn a little bit about myself and a little bit about my body, because, like I said, I've never been through that in a season where you're away from the team and stuff with injuries. So I've been fortunate that way. So just happy that it's back and ready to go back to normal, and look forward to just having more healthy seasons.
Has it been mostly rest this summer, or have you been having treatments?
Mainly just rest. I mean, a lot of rest and just building up the muscles around it and building up just different things, just muscles, like I said, muscles around it that are going to help. And I don't know. I don't really know. It's been good. Been a good summer. Like I said, I think rest has just been really good for it. And it's feeling just as good as it ever has. So can't complain.
At its worst, how bad was it last year?
The what, sorry?
At its worst, how bad was it last year?
I mean, I don't know. It was obviously not great. There was definitely kind of wasn't great to play out there with it, but I was just trying to be there for the team and be there. But at some point, it's just kind of looking forward, and hopefully, I have many more healthy years ahead of me. So I'm glad that it's one of those things where I've took care of it, and now I'm ready to rock and roll.
Colton, just not being a part of, your evaluations or anything like that, we don't know what you're going through, but was there a point where you thought it might have to need surgery? Was there relief that you didn't need surgery? And just a quick follow-up, there's no guarantees, but, as the season gets going and you're playing every single day, do you feel like it can hold up and withstand a season?
Yeah, so I don't really know about, I guess you're kind of talking about surgeries, but there was luckily no need for that. And we didn't even have to get that far. So we obviously kept that as far away as possible. We want to make sure that we took the proper steps and make sure that we start from the bottom and make sure we tap it the right way properly. So luckily we didn't have to continue to go further and further and get that far. So that's good. But as of right now, like I said, I honestly feel just as good as I do feel coming into any other season. So to be honest, I would say yes, that it feels as good as it has, and that I'm ready to tackle the season with all the games.
With this contract now, do you feel the need to shoot more, as everyone always says to you?
No, I'm gonna continue to shoot though. Obviously everyone says to shoot more, and I'm gonna continue to keep shooting more and more, and make sure I put the puck in good spots for everybody, and just try to get the puck to the net, hit the net, and hopefully that adds a little bit of offense for our team, and just be a little bit more dynamic, I guess, kind of like we were touching on earlier, is where I can get better. Just want to continue to get better defensively, obviously, but if I can just add a little bit more offensive touch, that will be nice.
Hey, Colton, we heard
Oh,
Craig Berube say earlier today that, last season was a little bit of a transition year for the group of guys losing a bunch of leaders in the locker room. Do you feel like with this contract extension that you feel like you're taking on a bigger leadership role in that locker room?
I wouldn't say it's just the contract. I think in general, just getting to the point now where I'm in my career, obviously winning here, and we are all seeing the transition, obviously, of different players and new players coming in, and they're not all rookies. They're obviously guys from other teams, but just being, I guess, a leader of wearing the blue note, I think is one way you could put it. I mean, we brought in some good players this offseason as well, and I think it's gonna be on those guys that have been here for a while to bring those guys in, and obviously with unique circumstances the last couple of years when with COVID, but I guess it just wasn't our team; it was every team. So it's definitely on us to make sure that we kind of welcome with open arms and make sure that they feel welcome from day one, and just include them. And I think that that's honestly one of the kind of what would be the word, least looked at things on a team, is just how everybody kind of gels together and just inside the locker room. And it's a really important piece of a successful team. And I think that it's on us as the guys that have been here for a while to include everybody, whether it's the rookies or guys that have got traded here, to just make a good team atmosphere and make sure that everybody is a part of it.
Colton, since you've been with the team, what is it about St. Louis, the city, that you've come to love? You kind of have embraced this city since you've been here.
I mean, there's a lot. I think number one, it's a great sports city. It's a great place to play. I mean, obviously the fans have been great here. The organization has been very good to me. The team, my teammates I've met some great teammates, some great players that are going to be lifelong friends now. Some great coaches, and I don't know, I just have met a lot of great people in the St. Louis community as well, that whether it be from, I feel like it's a very charitable community, which I really appreciate. Just things like that. There's just a combination of things. I think it's a really good city, and a lot of great areas in the city, whether it's food or whether it's going out to a nice park or just different things like that. I think there's just a lot of different aspects of it. It's not a crazy big city. I don't feel like I'm a very big city person. I think I'm just like smaller city, which I feel like St. Louis is a fun place to play. So, and can't go wrong with having a good team. Always, we've been very competitive every year I've been here, and that just makes it that much better.
Hey, Colton, it was said a couple years ago, the Boston Bruins, they had so many good players that were taking less money to stay there in Boston. And now you have, your three top defensemen making about $19 million combined. Do you feel like that culture has kind of been created here in St. Louis in terms of taking less to keep a winner together?
Hello? Jeremy, can you repeat that one? Sorry, I lost you guys for maybe that. All I heard was about the Boston.
Yeah, sorry, Colton. My question was a couple years ago in Boston, it was said that guys were taking less to, create a culture and keep a really good team together. You guys have a similar situation, Shen, Bennington, Krug, all you guys, and now you. Do you feel like you've kind of created that culture here with guys willing to take less to keep it together?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great place to play, and I think that kind of when you have a great team, you want to continue to be on a good team, and when you're on a team that's been winning, you obviously want to continue to win because it's fun, it's exciting. I think it makes it coming to the rink just that much better. And when I think in 2019 we saw how much fun it was to win, and I think just having a fair deal is the best thing for everybody.
Is it just egalitarian that you and Falk and Krug all have the same AAV at 6.5 million? You're all even, as it were?
What, sorry? I heard the last part. I just didn't know we were kind of we're building on a good decor, and it's nice that we're all. I don't know if there's any reasoning behind it or anything, but not that I know of, at least. So it's I guess just more ironic than anything. But just to touch on it, it's exciting to have us back there to kind of build around, and I'm excited to work with those guys.
Colton, I know you touched on the UFA process earlier, but this is 2 contracts now that, going to the end of them, you probably had an opportunity to maybe, test and see what the UFA waters were like. Is that just something that, I don't know, I don't want to say didn't interest you, but, you see how guys deal with that stuff around the league and it can get complicated at times, or you just one of those guys that appreciates, hey, if there's something there, let's get it done?
Yeah, I mean, it can be complicated, I think. And I think for me personally, I just appreciate just being in the same organization for the whole time. And even for them, I guess, obviously for this all to kind of be approached at this time with still 1 year left on my current deal, it's just nice, and just to have that appreciation, and obviously goes to show kind of what they think of me as a player. So with that being said, obviously it just makes you want to stay here, and what makes you want to be a St. Louis Blue, and be a part of this team, and continue to help it grow. So I feel like being here 6 years, I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, I've had a lot of great teammates that have kind of brought me into this organization and shown me the ropes. And I think it'd be very cool if I got the opportunity to do that for other players that get to throw that blue net on. And I just hope I can do half the job that some of these guys have done in the past to kind of pass that on.
Hey, Colton, if you don't mind me asking one really quick one, Doug Armstrong said these negotiations were very, very, very quick. Are we talking 24 hours, 3 days, 4 days? What are we talking here?
I don't know if I'm really able. I don't really know if I'm supposed to answer this. I don't really know if that's even, but it was quick. I mean, and that's another reason why there was no need to really, I don't know, it was just direct and simple. And that's another thing that I really appreciated is how, I mean, quick and smooth it went. And obviously, like, I don't know, Luke kind of touched on it earlier, sometimes things can get weird, and things can turn into UFA and stuff like that. But that was never my thought, and I'm just happy that right off the hop it was something that was legit, and we were able to quickly get done. So I don't really know I don't know exactly how many days it was anyhow. So, but it was fairly quick.